Alright, so we're going to make a quick video on MSCONFIG. There are a couple of things that you can do with this feature. I usually do everything just by searching for it because, you know, as Windows 10 is advanced, I've gotten pretty lazy. But there are ways to navigate to it in other ways. This is the way I do it. So the biggest things that I would use in this particular window would be if you have multiple installations of Windows, you can choose which one you boot in or out of whenever you boot your machine. So if I had two, say I had a Windows 7, Windows 10 build, and I wanted to boot into the Windows 7 instead of the Windows 10 without doing any BIOS configuration or having them on separate drives or anything like that, I could select the Windows 7 had there been a second one and hit set as default, and then when I reboot, it would boot excuse me, into that OS. You can also, if you need to boot into safe mode, you can check this checkbox and then change for which one you need, minimal being the minimum build, safe mode with networking, no GUI, any of those things that you might need, OS boot information. There's a plethora of things you can do. Just if you change anything in here, make sure that you set it to what you want it to be, and if you didn't want to and you just wanted to look, make sure you put it back, because you will boot into something that you will not recognize. There's also the services tab. So similar to our last video where we were talking about how you can control what starts on boot up, you can also come here to control the services, which, as you can see, there are a lot of them. So if you don't know what you're doing in here, which I'll probably make a follow-up video, do not just start disabling things, because some of them are very crucial to the function of your PC. But that being said, you can find all those services here should you need to disable anything. The startup tab will redirect you to Task Manager where we were in the last video in order to control those things. And then you can launch certain tools from here as well. So you have things like Event Viewer. So if you have an error on your machine, it'll bring up your event log and you can look through the logs. You also have things like System Properties, Command Prompt, Regedit, or Registry Mechanic, or Registry Editor Mechanic, Lord have mercy, and System Restore. So you can find all your basic Windows tools here, as well as in About Windows. So you can go boop, and it'll tell you what build of Windows that you're on. Say I'm 20H2. Tells you all the information about that, what it's licensed to. Mine's admin because I have a stupid computer name. And that's pretty much it. It's a very handy tool with a lot of different things that you can do with it. If you have any questions or any ideas for future videos, feel free to drop a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.